Carrying on from the previous video, the crank was placed in the milling vise and a little square was placed across the keyway, or what was left of the keyway, just to give me a starting point, a slight reference to work from. I then moved to a scribing block, picked up the centre line of the crank, again as accurately as I could, and used this to bring around to the keyway, to a tiny little reference mark I had left from the original keyway. And finally the cut was made. As you can see, the key fitted nicely and the rotor slipped into place quite nicely as well. Very happy with the results. This just left the stripped timing cover screws. A piece of Dural rod was threaded to match the oversized threads, in this case 8mm by 1.25. I did this under power in the lathe. It's a quick way of cheating. With the external thread cut, I drilled out the tapping hole for the internal thread, the original size of the timing screws. And then cut the quarter cycle thread for the timing screws. A dab of retainer to lock everything in place, and then the insert was screwed into the oversized thread in the crankcase. A quick change to mole grips to bottom it out and make it nice and tight. If you keep going, especially with Dural, it tends to snap off. As you can see, just proud of the crankcase. Couldn't have happened any at a better place. I continued this process till all the holes were filled. With all the inserts in place, I carefully filed away the proud sections and brought them down level with the crankcase. face. Again, being careful not to remove any material from the face, so hopefully not affecting the gasket seal. Just takes a bit of time. Followed by the tap, just to make sure everything is nice and clean and the thread hasn't tightened up when screwing in the insert. A quick check with the actual timing screw and everything seems fine. The end result looks quite nice, so all I have to do now is get everything really nice and clean and should be able to put the engine back together again. Thanks for watching.